Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on how to distinguish major threats with noises and minor threats. That means a major threat means a gun shooting sound. If I shoot a gun, AI will directly identify that as a gun shooting sound and register as a major threat, and they will just look at that direction and start running towards that direction. But if they heard something like a footstep sound, they would look at the direction, wait a while, and just walk towards that direction to search what happened. So here is and we have already worked on the footstep sounds. So let me show you a gun shooting sound. So see, they are come running, searching towards the direction, and yeah, if they saw me, they start shooting. So but if I make a footstep sound, for example this, now they heard the location, now they just come, they don't run, they just walk. So let's see how to distinguish these two scenarios today and make the AI characters react accordingly. Right, so at the moment, if I shoot, these enemies don't hear anything. Let me demonstrate. So the enemy guys are here. If I equip my weapon and shoot, see, they don't hear anything because I haven't actually implemented any noise for the shooting. Right, so how to implement noise? So for that, and also there should be a way to distinguish shooting sound or explosion, that is like a major disturbance, over some noises like footstep sounds. So those are the things we are going to look into today. So first I'm gonna open the BP gun. Here when we shoot, reshoot happens. Here in this emit bullet, this is where exactly the shooting happens. So here if I add some method to emit a noise, the AI guys should be able to hear it. But first let me open the AI controller. Here this is where the AI perception hearing is updated, and here as the actor we get a reference to the source actor. But if I noise, target is self, so I'm not sure how will this be. As a noise instigator, we can use the owner or we have a reference to the character. This is an actor object. Instigator should be a pawn. Right. So what if we change the owner to a pawn? Oh, these are the references that we have used the actor. So since pawn is a subclass of actor, we will not have any issues with this. But let's just try what happens. Let's use a range like 5000, and without an instigator, let's make a noise and see. would that get registered in NPC characters? To make it easier for me to see, let me place my character over here. Oh, there, they heard my noise. Yeah, they heard it. Cool. But I have one question. So, since it to be registered, I do this check. Is player. Right. So I think since since the gun is owned by the player, the actor is automatically considered as the player, who is the owning character who owns the gun at the moment. To confirm this, let's add a print. Actually, nothing to check. This should be the case. Let's print and see what's the name of the actor. Yeah, it's character BB. Alright. So, yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Actually, no need to use the character. We can use the location of the gun itself here. Right, and one more thing. I wish to replace this. Instead of using is player, I'm gonna use is enemy. And the reason to do that is I'm gonna implement a team-based AI like AI factions, so that even if someone else who is in a different team or different faction of the current AI they should be able to identify each other, even though it's not necessarily the player character. So here, to support that behavior, I'm gonna use this is enemy. But in order to work that, we have to do some modifications. Let's go to the base class, and I have to implement is enemy. So if the team is not equal to, here I'm going to implement team number. Teams, okay. And by default this will be 0, but so I'm going to use a different number for NPC characters. That means let me go to the NPC character here under team number. Teams. Here, I'll make it 1 for NPC characters. Okay. Right. Now we need to provide the team of the NPC character. For that, we need to get the team. This is team ID. So I better if I use the same team ID instead of team number. Right. I think I already have a function called get team. Yeah, get team ID. So here I'll simply return team ID, so that actor, when we check if it is an enemy, we can get control phone, get team ID, and check if they are enemies. So basically, if the team number is different, they will be enemies. Alright. Now let me check the team. One. Okay. Now still this should work. Yeah, they hear me. Cool. Okay, and I think I have used this 𝐒𝐻 in here as well. Yeah. So let me collapse this to a macro. Is enemy M. Target. Yes, no. So if these are enemies, only if this actor, whoever made the noise, is an enemy, it will be the AI characters will respond to that, and I'll use this same macro in here as well. For sight. So back to the original problem. How do they distinguish between a footstep sound noise and a shooting sound noise? So here, if I break the stimulus, we have these parameters available, and here we have tag. So tag is a name. So when we make the noise in the gun, I'll make this one. So this represents the threat level. And now for the footstep. Where is footstep? Oh no, we make footstep sound in the character. Here let's use the value 0. Okay, so now this means the threat level. 0 means like a minor threat. Right, now here when we hear something, let's break this. Can we make this to int? We can't. We can convert this to string. Yeah, and string to int. Okay, this is possible. Now I think we need another key in our AI behavior tree blackboard. Let's call it noise threat level. Right. Okay, so then when we hear the noise, let's update the threat level of the noise as well along with that. this one is set in the location. We need the same setup. Oh no, we don't need the same setup. We need a set value as int. Key name is thread level. No, nice thread level. Let me copy that. Value is this. Right. Now we can observe this just to see if this is working properly. Let's play the game. And you can see now its thread level is 0 at the moment. So if I shoot, it's 1 now. Okay, so the thread level is working. And when they search the last word position, I can do some changes if they have like heard a gun effect, gun sound. So what we can do is if we here, let's have a sequence. This will take place only if the character heard a shooting sound, some noise that has a higher thread level than 0. But to decorate a blackboard, chipboard, no. Now we need to create a new one. New decorator. I'll name this PT decorator. Compare int. Now here we should use override perform condition check. Yeah. Here I let int key to check. This should be a blackboard key selector. And another variable compare value, and this should be just an integer. So here I'm gonna check, get the integer key to check, get value as int, and then I'm gonna get the compare value and check if this value is higher than the compare value and return the result. But this name is a bit confusing. Here I'm calling BP decorator compare int, so I name it is higher. That should be more clear. Now we can add that condition. Add decorator is PT decorator is higher. One more thing, I change the node name to is higher. PT decorator is higher. Okay, so here as the int key to check, I'm gonna put thread level, and as the compare value I'm gonna put 0. If so, this part will be executed if the compare value is higher than if the thread level is higher than 0. So what I'm gonna do is here set get to running, because if they hear some gun sound, it makes sense to run to whatever the location they heard the gun sound. And also aiming toward that location may make sense too, but let's just do this set get only. Oh, one more thing. If they hear a shooting sound, I don't think they should wait 4 seconds. So they should wait only, let's say only 1 second. Random deviation 1. Here I'll add another decorator is higher, and I'll enable is condition, inverse condition, so that if the noise thread level is higher than 0, then this part will not be executed because I have enabled inverse condition. Alright, let's clean this up a bit. Right, shall we check? Now previously they didn't run. Now they should come running. Why aren't they coming? Oh wait, actually I forgot something very important. What I forgot is, so this is a sequence, and if the sequence node executes their children from left to right and will stop executing its children when one of their children fails. So if a child fails, then the sequence fails. If the sequence children succeeds, then the sequence succeeds. So if this condition is failing, then these will never take place. So first I'm going to remove this. Then so what we should do is we should have a selector here. This is for searching when we hear a noise, but yeah, this condition should, let's move it here, and I'll keep this part. Under this sequence. This is just the search, the minor threat noises. So I'll have another sequence, actually this one. This is for major threat, right? Let's get some space here. We don't need any decorators here, because if this part is condition is not fulfilled, this will be automatically called, right? So yeah, so here we basically set gate to run in mode, and also we need to character rotate to face BB entry, which is noise location, and then move to actually, since it is major threat, I don't think we should directly move the character to that exact point, because it's a gun shooting sound, so just running into the danger doesn't make sense. So maybe some point around that location, that would make more sense. So get random location, so random location around, this returns a location around that. This is not what we need. Get random location around the location that character random location around the noise location. But do we have something like that? No, we don't. Right, then yeah, then it's okay. Let's just first move the character to the noise location with let's say 200, no, 50 acceptance radius, then make the character move around that area a bit. So that means let's have another sequence, loop this, let's say twice, so that if the enemy didn't find the player or the whatever the enemy character he is focusing on at the moment, he will like get another random location around the current location and move to that location. This will happen twice because I have used 2 loops. And if not, finally I'll clear the noise threat level. Also, we need to change our gate back to working. Alright, shall we test now? let's show. Now they are run and come. So once they saw me, they stops. Right. Yeah, this is something not relevant to this part, but when they see me, when the target actor is set, actually they don't move. If they see, they just start shooting and stop moving. But here what happened is, since other characters blocked the field of vision of the other two characters, they just come in to see me towards me. Right, now they should start firing directly. They didn't see me. We should do something about that. Oh, they saw me. Alright, so this is working, but still we have a long way to go. Anyway, I'm gonna stop this episode right here, but later on I will implement stuff like flanking and other advanced behaviors, for example like finding covers, etc. because just running into the exact location they heard does not look very intelligent. They may be like run to a nearest cover and search the area. Something like that would be more appropriate. Alright, thanks for watching. So as always, project files will be available for the download in Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.